Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is meat companies and their practices. And I think that this is something that we should all be aware of. Okay, there's 8 companies, and the first one is Cargill. Okay, it's Cargill. This is the largest privately held company in the entire country. And Cargill was notoriously named the worst company in the world in 2019 by an environmental advocacy group called the Mighty Earth. What earned Cargill such a distinct dishonor? Damaging ecosystems, allegations of profiting off of child labor, and ranking as a top 10 U.S. food industry polluter with lead, asbestos, mercury, etc. Those are just a few examples of Cargill's dark side. Cargill is also one of several companies accused of price fixing and lying about the potential for protein shortages in order to keep its plants open during the pandemic. The next one is Wayne Sanderson Farms. You might recognize the name Sanderson Farms, and the chicken company made headlines in 2016 for proudly defending its use of antibiotics. And Sanderson was later sued for falsely claiming that its chicken was 100% natural. And then last year, Sanderson merged with another major chicken supplier, Wayne Farms, to form the conjoined Wayne Sanderson Farms, now the nation's largest poultry company. And this two-headed behemoth is partly owned by who? Cargill. So the third one is Smithfield Foods. If you've ever chowed down on Nathan's hot dogs or sliced into Cook's hams, bacon, right? Then you're familiar with Smithfield. And Smithfield has one of the worst animal welfare records among livestock slaughter plants, citing inhumane handling incidents documented ever. The company dumps millions of gallons of waste into surrounding waterways each year, killing fish, violating a slew of environmental laws, including but definitely not limited to the Clean Water Act. The next one is JBS. JBS is considered to be the biggest meat packer on the planet. And generally speaking, JBS slaughters over 76,000 cows, over 13 million chickens on a daily basis. And JBS had to pay a record-setting fine of $3.2 billion. What could have possibly warranted a fine like that? Well, I'll tell you. The meat packer had been bribing Brazilian officials to look the other way when regarding numerous violations like selling rotten meat, falsified export documents, and meat plants not up to code. And JBS last year also faced allegations of price fixing and lobbying to keep workers in unsafe conditions. Now, JBS's global meat customers include Outback Steakhouse, KFC, Pizza Hut, McDonald's, and Burger King. Now, the next one is National Beef Packing Company. They have a lack of transparency, dragging their feet regarding environmental issues, and an apparent disregard for worker safety. Right off the bat, National Beef has made no public commitment whatsoever to reduce or even simply track all of the antibiotics used in its cattle. And the company is also known for other drugs, hormones, steroids to promote livestock growth as well. Allegations of price fixing and lobbying to keep workers in unsafe conditions are also tied to National Beef. And National Beef Packing Company's meat goods are also used by restaurants like the Cheesecake Factory and Johnny Rockets. Its brands, such as Certified Angus Beef, are also carried by many grocery stores like ShopRite and Winn-Dixie. The next one is Tyson. Tyson processes about 6 million head of cattle, 22 million hogs, and close to 2 billion chickens. Now, as you can probably surmise, all of that means a whole lot of waste, right? Now let's take 2017 for example. In just the state of Arkansas alone, Tyson produced roughly 49.6 billion pounds of waste. Tyson supplies chicken for major fast food chains like KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, and Taco Bell. Tyson chicken can also be found in numerous grocery stores like Stop and Shop, Publix, and Walmart. Now the next one is Cook Foods, and the company contracts with up to 5,000 chicken farmers at any given time to fulfill the chicken needs of customers, which include large retailers like Walmart, Kroger, and Aldi. Now, Cook once reported supplied chicken to Chick-fil-A, but after word got out about the inhumane practices at Cook facilities back in 2014, Chick-fil-A claimed that the two companies were no longer affiliated. And after video surfaces documented the mistreatment, that it was sickening animal abuse that no company with morals should ever support, and that chickens were literally tortured to death. Further investigation of that meat producer after thousands of chickens were left to die when a tornado hit a farm in Georgia. Now, Cook Foods was also caught up in price-fixing litigation along with other major chicken producers like Pilgrim's Pride, Tyson, and Purdue Farms. And the company additionally has an unsettling track record for other workplace offenses, including to violation tracker. These include everything from workplace safety and health violations to environmental issues and employee discrimination. Now, in 2018, Cook paid $3.75 million to settle a lawsuit alleging multiple counts of worker exploitation, including sexual harassment, racial discrimination, and a chicken processing plant in Morton, Mississippi. Now, the last company that we're going to be talking about is Hormel. Now, this company is most well known for its production of the sale of pork, and most notably for its canned pork product of Spam, which has a surprising resurgence in the past several years. Multiple investigations over the years have documented disturbing acts of animal abuse at these facilities. Some of Hormel's suppliers were operating under a USDA pilot program called HIMP, H-I-M-P, which allowed plants to operate at much faster line speeds, slaughtering close to 1,300 per hour, with less overall government inspection and supervision. Needless to say, these new system of self-management does not bode well, and the high speed at which Hormel must produce often results in more injuries on the line, and employees who are hurt or ill rarely receive proper care. But just beyond broken bones and burns, some workers even began to develop a rare neurological disorder from working at the Quality Pork Processors meat packing plant in Minnesota, known for supplying Hormel with its prized product of Spam. So these are just some things that I wanted to make you aware of. Now I know you're going to say, well, I'm not going to stop buying it. I understand. I know. A lot of us, we have the Spam in our pantries. I don't, but I know a lot of you do. But, you know, this is just some things that I think that we should be aware of, you know, because it's just awful. It's awful. Rotten meat. Really? Not. I mean, my God. Dumping millions of gallons of waste into surrounding waterways. what are they doing that for? It's just awful. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Okay, I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.